tour when he won. And I was in Dallas the night he won, or the night after, the first day of him being president. And I said, hey, guys, you know all this stuff about problem, because everybody was into problematic and writing think pieces about, you know, this and that. I was like, so this is what you did. Thank you.
Yeah, this is where it got us.
That was my feeling back then, was like, this is what's happened, is that there's no conversation going on anymore. Nobody's really defending liberal politics, and there isn't a real conservative running. It's just a shit show and a piece of shit won.
The right can just put out a guy that goes, aren't they fucking crazy, and do well because of how crazy the left is.
I think the next thing that would restore the country is a fucking normal conservative, a normal Chris Christie, just a normal fucking dude. Because there's no Democrat. First of all, they're all behind. There's nobody even thinking. Yeah. There's not. But at this point, it's 2022. The presidential election is in 2024, and not one Democrat is talking about running. So it's going to be Biden, and
it can't be.
It
literally can't be.
I think it literally can't be too. So I don't really know what we
got.
And it's such a mess over on the Democrat side. But it can't be these guys who are just pushing whatever button that day. I'm going to go against the liberals on this because that's what they're mad about today. It's got to be somebody who goes back to just regular. And I don't want a conservative president, but I believe I live in a democracy, and that the president should only sometimes reflect my values, because I'm a part of the country. I'm not the whole country.
Yeah.
So if I lived in a country where I love the president my whole lifetime, that would be fucked up because I only agree with about 38% of the people in the country.
Yeah.
So that's, to me, what is the test of what a president should be? Is it that he should be compassionate, strong, all these? To me, what he should be is a representative of the people's will. Remember this thing that I said, he is a president. He presides. Like when they talk about, like real intellectuals talk about it, and real press guys, they say, you are president. They don't say you're the president. They say you're president. And Obama used to say, when it comes to president, he didn't say he would say president, because it's a verb. You're presiding. Like I said, it's a simple job. Trump always talks about leader. When you're a leader, you're not a leader. You're not a ruler. You are presiding over a process. You're presiding over a process of equals deciding things together. You're supposed to be just one of the people who was chosen to step up and run shit for a while, being told by this group of all we also voted for what to do. That's what the legislators, and then these 9 people who are looking after, making sure that it's supposed to result in the right thing, and keeping the tiller in the right direction.
Yeah.
But it's a humble position. That's why I don't think it belongs to a guy like him. I think it's fascinating that he took it for those 4 years, and they fucking impeached him twice. If you impeach somebody and they win, it makes them stronger. I mean, Clinton proved that. It's just so fucking stupid.
If it wasn't for COVID, he'd still be there.
I don't know. It's hard to say. He really was running hot, and he didn't give a fuck. And that's just something's gonna get you. Same with Nixon. Same with Caligula. Just something that you left because you didn't care. Same with Putin. I mean, these guys who just they create a ball of energy that shoots so high, but it burns everything around them. And when they need someone, if you stay in politics long enough, you're going to have a moment where things aren't good, and you look to your right and somebody's like, fuck you. And you start to take a dump into the ground. Now, if you get your hold on the mechanisms hard enough, get rid of, to me, the thing about Trump is that he had no respect for democratic process. To me, the thing on the left is they have no respect for liberty. This America is about democracy and liberty. Okay, it's about that we choose amongst ourselves, and that there's a working, fair democracy. And it's about you can say what you want, you can believe what you want, you can be who you want, you can have the identity you want, you can be anything you want, and no one. And the great American ideal is leave people the fuck alone. That's the one they forget. It's not about say this, say that. It's about leave folks alone. Let people do what they want. And the left forgot that. They don't give a fuck about freedom of speech anymore. They don't get how stupid it is to shut people up and how quickly that's going to come around and kick you in the ass. Same thing with Trump. If you just wield authority like this, say fuck democracy, no one's going to have your back.
Yeah.
No one's going to be there to make sure you're doing the right thing like the press is supposed to do and doesn't do anymore. So that's, to me, the two sides have fucked up those two principles.
And that the problem is both those sides are correct to point the finger at the other side.
Yes, that's
and
why
be
it's
like, this is why we're fucked up. That's why we're fucked up.
That's
and they
why
just
it
won't
becomes,
stop.
That's why it becomes a looking glass, because they don't understand each other. And yes, they are right about each other.
Yeah, they're right.
They're right about each other. The left is right about Trump, and Trump's right about the left, and all the people that are left, and so it's a mess. But the thing I count on is just human spirit, human nature, which is that we like each other. I think, and we like to laugh at each other, and everybody knows that they're full of shit. Everybody knows. It's the thing that's sad about the phone to me, and this is the last thing I'm going to say because I'm losing my mind. Can I say this last thing?
Finish this.
You get on a subway train or on a bus or on a plane, and you look at another person, and there's that weird eye contact thing. You're like, ugh. And you look at a person, and you kind of hate. We're reptilian. Like, I don't know, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
he's competition or whatever it is. But you look at a person, and you go, he ain't that bad. And then you see him look at you, and you see yourself through his eyes, and you think, I ain't that great. These are these two very important parts. He ain't that bad. I ain't that great. And you get that from eye contact and personal contact, and through you're just around people that you don't love, around people that that aren't like you. That's why I've always loved New York City, because it always used to feel like that. But with this thing, you don't have to ever have that moment. You're just looking into this, and it keeps this magical algorithm keeps telling you more and more of what you want to feel. It doesn't give you any. It keeps you from any resistance. Kids get out of college and they just feel like idiots because they go in the world and nobody cares what they think. But they start to get stronger every day they meet with resistance, and also they start to hear shit they don't believe in and believe some of it. You know what I mean? And their world expands. But this thing takes you into a smaller world every day, smaller and smaller, further away from other people. And everybody, instead of learning and growing, everybody's becoming retarded. That's where Trump came from. And I don't know what's next. I really don't. I don't know what they're going to do.